Hey y'all, how's it going? I'm gonna be gone for probably a little over a week, so I won't be posting any videos, so I figured I'd make this quick video. I want to tell you guys a story about hunting by myself when I was 12 years old and getting lost. So thanks everybody for joining in. Thanks everybody who has subscribed and keeps coming back and watching my stories or listening to them. And go get your popcorn, go get your soft drinks, go have a smoke, go use the bathroom, get ready, because I'm fixing to get this party started. Let's go! Alright guys, so let me tell you what's up. Why did I think about the time I got lost when I was only 12? My first solo deer hunt, and it was right across the road, across the field, in this pine thicket that was maybe 20 acres big. And I just knew I wouldn't get lost because, you know, it was right there by my house. Well, my son come over the other night, and we was talking about the deer season and deer hunt and deer camp and all that. And he recently hurt his hand, had surgery on his hand, so he won't be hunting this year. But he might still show up. But he's like, yeah, Cooper said he was going to hunt by himself. He's going to go out and hunt by himself this year. I said, I don't think so. I do not think so. He's never been on that property. He's only hunted 1 year. I mean, this is only his second year deer hunting. I'm like, no way. Well, see, his grandma, his mom's mom, his grandma B, Granny B is what he calls her, she got him a hunting blind. Right? So she's jumping right in on this. She's proud of him and happy for him. Well, he thinks because he has a hunting blind, he can just sit in the hunting blind all by himself, you know, and hunt. Which he could. He definitely could, but he don't know enough about deer hunting to make all the proper decisions, and no, it's not a good idea. So anyways, I called my daughter and I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. Put the squash on that. You know, I'll be going early. He's not going to show up. I'll be there opening day, 4 days, you know what I mean? And then he'll be there. So I should have mine, you know, already cut up and being salt cured by the time he gets there. So I won't be hunting no more. I'll just go sit with him and let him hunt, but be there to guide him, right? Because here's what can happen. So I'm just a little guy. I'm 12. This is the year after, or maybe a couple years after the grandpa hunt. And I'd actually hunted this year, later on in the year, or later on in the season, I should say. I ended up hunting with my stepdad as well. And that's a whole nother story. But so I decided I'm going to go hunting by myself. I'm 12. I've been deer hunting a couple years now. And I'm thinking I know what I'm doing. There's no way I can get lost within a half mile of my house. You know, me and my brothers, we thought we had been over every inch of, you know, the property within a mile. Well, there's this patch of pine trees. And where I grew up, they used to have pine tree farms, you know what I mean, for the Forestry Service. And they still have these huge pine tracks, right? I used to cut pine logs when I was a teenager. That's how I made money. We'd lease them pine tracks. But anyways, so I thought when I was 12, there's no way I'm getting lost. So I got my trusty 30-30, and I get up at the crack of dawn, and I cross the road and head across the neighbor's field and head over to the next neighbor's property, which I had permission, to this pine thicket. And, you know, with most pine thickets, especially when they're planted in rows, you can close your eyes, spin a circle, open your eyes, and you'll probably be lost. Especially when you're a little kid, okay? So what I did was, when I got up, by the time I got to this pine thicket, it was almost daylight. It wasn't quite daylight, but it was light enough I could see a trail going into this pine thicket. So, you know, I get on the trail. I know it's a game trail. So I get on the trail, and I'm slowly walking this game trail until I think I can find a spot to sit down that would be a good spot with the wind in my face and the trail in front of me. And so, you know, it didn't take me long, probably 15, 20 minutes. I find a spot where another trail crosses the trail I'm on. So right there, I'm thinking, yep. So I just get in a position where the wind's in my face, get up against a tree, off about 20, 30 yards from where these trails intersect. And I get up against a tree, and I'm hanging out. And, you know, the sun comes out, and it starts warming up a little bit, and the sun's kind of beaming down on me, warms me up. I'm just little. So I end up falling asleep. Well, I passed out, right? So I don't know. I probably slept for a couple hours because eventually I got hot and woke up. So when I get up, there's no deer, nothing's around. I'm like, well, dang, I think it was probably around 10 o'clock when I woke up, 10:30, something like that. So I figure I'm just going to get up and, you know, kind of stalk through the trees, because you could see right through everything. I'm just going to stalk around and follow this trail. Maybe I'll just walk up on one. You know what I mean? Well, this deer trail, I don't stay on the same trail. I keep taking the next deer trail, and I cut this way, and I'm cutting this way, and at some point I think I'm actually coming back. And so I get myself zigzagged in there, and when you stop and start looking around to try to figure out which way you came from or which way you need to go, it's not that easy. Now, I didn't have a compass, and I didn't do any of the stuff I should have done. So what happens is I get lost, and then I get scared. And so once I get scared, I really start moving, right? I really start trying to find my way out of there. And I start forgetting everything I know. I just basically panic. And I'm just like trying to figure my way out, you know. And finally, I stop, and I remember, if you get lost, fire your gun 3 times, and that lets somebody else know that you're in trouble. And, you know, I learned this at a young age. So that's what I did. I shot my gun. Boom. Waited. Boom. Waited a couple seconds. Boom. Right? And then I sat and listened. And way off in the distance, I hear, boom. 3 shots coming back. I was like, oh, nice. You know, somebody knows I'm lost. And they're going to head to me because they heard my shots, right? They're coming. They let me know they're coming. I got goosebumps. You guys, I was so scared I was crying. Okay, I thought I had already decided I was going to die. Coyotes were going to eat me, and it was over. Okay, I thought it was over. I was going to run out of bullets and everything. When it got dark, I was dead. That's what I thought, right? And I mean, I completely panicked. Well, it took this person, and I cannot remember this person's name. It was somebody it was an older man. He knew who I was because he took me home, knew where I lived and everything. And anyways, I don't hear this guy shoot for like 30 minutes, and I'm thinking he's going to shoot again to try to get me to shoot again, so I know he's coming, and then he can get a better location of where I'm at, right? So when he don't shoot back after like 30 minutes, I start freaking out again. So I had a whole box of shells. So I make sure I got 3 rounds in my 30-30 again. Boom, boom, boom. I do the 3 shots again. And this time when he shoots back, he's way closer. And so I know now, now I calm back down. He's going to come in here and find me. Well, it took that guy pretty much the rest of that day and afternoon to find me. He finally found me. And when he did, I was a nervous wreck. Hugh Beck. That was his name. Hugh Beck was his name. And he finally found me. And he's ex-military. He knew what he was doing. Matter of fact, he had a little flea market thing in his barn and always had Army surplus stuff in there. That's usually where we bought our camouflage for hunting. Our Army fatigues for hunting. It was Hugh Beck. But yeah, he got me out of there and got me home. And I never wanted to go deer hunting by myself for quite a few years. I can't say never, but it was a few years before I decided I was ready to do it again by myself. You know what I mean? And I still got lost. There's times I still got lost, but figured out how to get out. I didn't panic, slowed down, paid attention where I was at, and then found my way out. But, it's easy, real easy, even if you know the land and the territory or whatever, it's real easy to get turned around if you don't pay attention to certain things. You should always have a compass. Learn how to read the compass. It don't do no good to have one if you don't know how to read it. Let somebody know. Now we got cell phones and all that. You can let somebody know exactly where you're at. Have them track you even, right? But pay attention to the sun. Always walk downhill, find a creek. Follow the creek. You're going to find somebody. It's going to happen. So, those are a few things that I learned that I needed to always remember, keep from getting lost, and got me out of some times when I thought I was lost by doing all those things. So, anyways, and now the phones have GPSs and compasses and everything, so you don't have to buy anything extra, nothing, just make sure your phone's charged. But I hope everybody has a good hunting season this year. My grandson's not going to hunt by himself. Not this year. And most importantly, if something's bugging you, you're feeling down, call a friend. Call a family member. Call 988. Call somebody, anybody. Go to church. Talk to the preacher. Or just sometimes random people will help you. But whatever you do, don't let the little stuff bring you down and keep you down. Squash that. Keep on keeping on. Life is good. God bless everybody. And good luck this year deer season. Peace.